Hey guys, welcome to my channel Elite Wrestling World. My name is GhostSaad. Thank you guys for joining me right here on AEW Double or Nothing post-show review. What an excellent show we have. Hangman and Mercedes are going to All in Texas. Let's talk. We started with Mercedes versus Jamie Hayter on Cup Final. Very good match. Mercedes takes Jamie down with a shot to the back. Hayter clotheslines Moné in the corner. Mercedes does the CO dance. Jamie tries to launch off the steel steps and slips on them, but recovers to still land the clothesline. Jamie misses Haterade, but then catches the CO in a chokehold. Moné blocks 3 Haterades. Hayter counters into a tombstone for her to count. Mercedes counters the next Haterade attempt and rolling her up for the 3 count. Mercedes wins the Owen Cup via pinfall. Next is FTR versus Daniel Garcia and Nigel. Cash and Garcia are tied up in the corner in the early going. Garcia rejects Cash's hug. Wheeler takes him over with a snapmare. Dax lays into Nigel in the corner with heavy blows. Nigel fights back with chops to his throat. Daddy Magic grabs Stokely's leg as he tries to dive into the ring. The heels then catch Nigel in a shatter machine outside the ring. Garcia fights FTR 2-on-1. Dax locks in the sharpshooter on Garcia. Garcia passes out. FTR win when Garcia passes out in the sharpshooter. Next is Ricochet versus Mark Briscoe stretcher match. They fight up the ramp towards. Briscoe rams a stretcher into Rick's gut. Shooting star off the apron and Ricochet crashes onto the stretcher. Ricochet sprays the cleaning product into Mark's eyes. Mark uses a fire extinguisher on Ricochet and comes out of the ambulance. Mark delivers a froggy bow through the table. Ricochet gets Mark with another scissor stab, then knocks him out with a spirit gun. Ricochet tosses Mark into the ambulance and closes the doors to win the match. That was a brutal match. Next is Hart Syndicate versus the Sons of Texas AEW World Tag Team Championship. MJF enters with the Hart Syndicate. Lashley starts out with thunderous elbows on Dustin. Sammy dropkicks Shelton but is caught in a German suplex. MJF rakes at Sammy's eyes while the ref is distracted. Shelton gets an ankle lock on Dustin, but Sammy breaks it up. MJF tries to punch Dustin but is caught. Lashley gets in MJF's face, then hugs MJF. Sammy tries to dive, but Shelton catches him. Benjamin knocks Sammy out with a thrust kick for the pinfall win. Next is Okada versus Speedball Mike Bailey for Continental Championship. Okada working over the leg on Speedball. Big kick to Okada. Okada goes for a Rainmaker, but Bailey hits a kick to counter. Okada sets up the Rainmaker, but Bailey crosses his arms and rolls him up, very close. Bailey with a kick and then up to the top. Shooting star, but Okada kicks him in midair. Rainmaker, 1-3. Okada wins with a Rainmaker to retain his title. Next is Toni Storm versus Mina Shirakawa for AEW Women's World Championship. Mina working the right leg of Toni early. Blows traded in the middle and both women down. Storm with a sky-high powerbomb. Mina out at 2. Strikes from Mina. Glamorous driver. But Storm out at 2. Hip attack in the corner. Figure for locked into Storm. Pins traded but no one gets 3. Headbutt from the champ. Storm 0. Toni retains. The women kiss in the middle of the ring. Next is Anarchy in the arena. The Death Riders show up in the parking lot. Omega and Swerve attack the Bucks on the ramp. Joe shows up behind Claudio. There are 4 different camera shots shown on a split screen. Hobbs punches Moxley head. Joe smashes Claudio into a trash can lid. A blooded Hobbs drives Moxley through the table. Omega hits a moonsault on Matthew. Willow and Marina battle outside. Willow breaks a bottle over her head and then slams her onto a table. Swerve fires up out of a destroyer and hits the house call. Claudio comes in with a giant swing on Swerve and rams him into the speaker. Nicholas climbs the double or nothing set and nails a swan bomb on Hobbs. Swerve counters Swiss Death with a staple to Claudio's head. Swerve then staples Matthew in the. Marina pulls out Swerve's tongue and staples it. Claudio has a chair, but Hook comes in from behind and takes him out. Hook walks out. Gabe Kid in here. The rest of the heels are piled into the ambulance and locked, leaving the Bucks inside the ring. House Call and V-Trigger. Omega hits the one-winged angel through a table that has a mini explosion. Swerve scores the pinfall to end the match. Omega, Swerve, Willow and the Opps wins by pinfall. Next is Paragon versus Don Callis family. Takashita works Cole over. Roddy takes down Josh. Cole super kicks Fletcher. Fletcher suplexes Cole. Fletcher nails the sheer drop brainbuster on Kyle for the 3 count. Post-match, Brody, Ishii and Tanahashi makes the save. The babyfaces take over. It's main event time. Will Ospreay versus Hangman Page Owen Cup final. Ospreay takes down Page with a deep arm drag. Ospreay hits the phenomenal forearm. Hangman hits to back suplexes for a count. Will hits the Blue Thunder Bomb for a count. Hangman comes back with a lariat and then Ospreay hits a Spanish Fly. Hangman kicks his way out of a Styles Clash and nails Will with the Angel's Wings for a count. Ospreay with the Styles Clash to the floor below. Oscutter for a count. Hidden Blade, another count. Hangman and Will are on a table, but the table collapses. Ospreay takes off the elbow pad and Hangman follows suit. They both go for their big move and Hangman wins the shootout by landing the buckshot lariat just before the hidden blade. It's another count. Ospreay calls for the V-Trigger and nails it. He goes for the one-winged angel, but Hangman escapes it. Hangman hits Swerve's JML driver, but Ospreay gets the tip of his boot on the rope at the last second. Hangman goes for the buckshot, but Will counters it. He goes for the Stormbreaker, but Hangman escapes. Hangman goes for the buckshot lariat one more time and nails it for the 3 count. Hangman Page wins the Owen Cup by pinfall with the buckshot lariat. Will Ospreay sits dejected in the ring. Hangman returns to the ring. He offers a handshake to Will, who accepts it as the crowd cheers. That's the show, folks. Please guys like and share this video, subscribe to my channel and keep watching Elite Wrestling World.